Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Scrap Mechanic. It's been a while since I've made a Scrap Mechanic video. I've been busy the last couple of weeks, and I started streaming um, Hack, Hack to You, last recode, the first volume. So I've been doing that. Plus, my mother planned a bunch of small trips for the two of us. We went to the islands to visit her friend for 5 days, so it's just a small trip. And other days I've been kind of lazy to like videos or stream, but we're hopping back to it. And today we're gonna do a couple of things. We're gonna, of course, main goal is to get a spot gun at the moment. That is the main goal. And my new long-term goal is to build like a houseboat on the lake near the farm, so I can move my base from the mechanic station to here, closer to the farm. And plus, it would look cool. And I still haven't figured out the timing yet for the watering system, so I have to do that sometime. And also build more defenses, especially on this side. And put one more on this side. But anyway. Oh yeah, we need a beat, but we can do that later. I wish there was like a mechanic where you could like skip nighttime if you wanted to. But that's probably not an issue in Scrap Mechanic. But oh well. Okay, let's start working on the houseboat. I've collected some of these stack crates because they make good like flotation devices in this game. Apparently so. Oh, how did you get in here? Where'd you come from? I was only outside for like a minute. But anyway, let's start building. Can I lay it? Can I like lay it on the side? Cause I wanna lay it on the side. Truthfully. Oh, we can do this too. And then do it like this. Oh, apparently we can't. Oh, I guess we can do it like this for now. Oh, and it needs to be pretty big. I wanna do a houseboat. I wanna lay it on the side. On the other side, at least. There we go. Oh, we're gonna need a lot more. I wanna lay it on the other side. Well, maybe I'll just start over. There we go. That. Has to be pretty big. Pretty big and wide if I want to make a houseboat. Especially if we're gonna add all this stuff into it. So I'm gonna need more of these. Let's just put it somewhere. Maybe we'll do it outside. Nah, we can leave it there. We're gonna need a lot more. Okay. But anyway. We're also gonna need lots of wood, I think. Yeah, we're gonna need lots of wood too. I'm thinking about making another car. Oh, whoops. Something, because this is like the all-round utility vehicle at the moment, because it's mining and logging, but I kind of want to make a car just for like exploring. And the bed's here because we're using, this is the only car we have, so we're just using it for everything. So yeah. So I think in the next few episodes I'm gonna make like an explorer vehicle. And this could be like the hauling vehicle or something. Because it has this. Yeah, I might do that. Or it's actually detachable, so I can probably put it as a hauler too. Then make this longer. Could be like the logging and mining vehicle. And then this could be like the hauler attachment for the other vehicle. That could work, yeah. But anyway, so we're gonna slowly build this houseboat once I gather more materials. I want to make it out of wood because it's lighter, so we're gonna have to go logging a lot too. Oh, and last time I added another headlight, so I it's a proper vehicle now. And they're both set correctly. Oh, one of them is not bright enough. Yeah, let's make a paint tool also. So I can change the light color to white, because I think it's brighter. Just a shading. But anyway, we're gonna need to gather some material, so let's do that. And also look for material for our houseboat. What did I need? Logs. That's right. Let's take a look for a bigger tree. These are all like, are they scrap wood? No, those are scrap wood. I think these are this. Not totally sure. Isn't the hum of the vehicle quite nice? I like it. It's since it's a gas engine. It's got a nice hum to it. Okay, let's start it up. No, not that one. Nope. Ah, it is number 5. I have to move that sometime. Yep. But anyway, let's start mining stuff. Gotta position this better. Right here. It's good, I think. Yep, right there's good. Hope I gotta move this way a little bit. Yes, scrap wood. Oh, hey guy. Wanna go closer? Oh, you don't wanna go closer? Okay. Oh, wrong. There we go. I don't wanna cut down too big a tree though. Get that tree over there instead. It's got a nice hum to it. Tree's pretty big though. Let's just get some of the small ones. Cut down Shona. Shrubbery. Cause sometimes it's hard to see. Cause the forest is so dense. Sometimes. I'm so excited. Cause Fantasy Life is coming out soon. Next week. I'm so excited for that game. I played the first one. Oh, on my was it 3DS? I think it was 3DS. And I loved it. I loved it. I played the heck out of it. I mastered most of the classes. Except for like the harder stages for them, but I pretty much like got pretty far in most of the classes. Especially Archer, the Archer one, and the Wizard. Oh, and like the Warrior one. And I also did the DLC for the first Fantasy Life. It was so fun. And you could like, I do local multiplayer with friends, so I did that too with some of my friends who had the game. And we did like the tower. It's like a challenge tower type thing, but it has a plot to it. Oh, we were like at the last tower before we like stopped playing, got busy and stopped playing the game. but we really liked the game back then. And so the same people, and like the friends I played the first one with are also getting the game, so we're really excited about it. We plan on getting getting together on the day it releases, like the afternoon maybe, at a friend at my friend's house, just to play it. Because it's also we haven't been to her house in a while because she's always busy. Well, she is working from home that day, but she figures like work has been slow lately, or it's usually slow at like this time of the year, so she figures out she can like kind of like slack off a bit. And she's working home from that day too, so time's left. Time's left is good, especially if you're working from home or at work too. If you're in the office at work, you work smarter and efficiently, not harder. Well, you have to work hard too, but sometimes it's better to work efficiently. You know, do your work efficiently so you have more time to slack off. Basically, if you can afford, if you can afford to do that job, to do it at, if your job is like that, if your job is like allows you to do it that way, because some jobs you don't have time to slack off. Really. There's not much opportunity to slack off, and you can't afford to slack off. But for office workers, it's easier to do that if you like work, if you manage to do your job more efficiently. And multitasking helps. My Oshi has a office job, has a day job. She works at her office during the day, and then when she comes home, she streams. She's a corpo streamer, but she has a day job, a full-time job. She's a smart, she's a smart lady. Even though she says she's not smart, that she's kind of dumb, she's actually pretty smart. She's really smart and talented, even though she has zero confidence in herself and says she's not smart, cute, etc. You know, that stuff. I can see why. Especially since she has like an older sibling that's very smart, talented too. And she sees herself as lesser than them. And a lot of her relatives also look down on her too. So I so it's very hard for her to have confidence in herself. Even though her audience, her fan base, and a lot of her friends and coworkers her Kerbal streaming company tells her otherwise. Streaming is her way of getting her way of, is her hobby, basically. It's like her side hobby. It's like her, well, it's technically a side job too, cause she's corpo. And she always says that it's her, that streaming, that her income from streaming is way higher than what she earns at her day job. And she was able to pay off her student loans within a couple months after she started streaming at her as a corpo VTuber. That's good. And another Oshi of mine in the same corpo VTuber company also finished paying off his student loans. Like a couple days ago, he 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 ate he bought an ice cream cake. Ice cream cake. He bought one and punched it while he was streaming, and then he ate half of it while streaming to celebrate. I think the writing on the cake said "fuck student loans" or something. I think it was "fuck student loans," which is honestly true if you have student loans, like especially in America, because he's American, and like, well, here too in Canada, but it's a little bit easier here. I mean, from what I hear, student loans in America is way tougher to pay off, and you have to work so long just to pay them off. Most people have to work very hard and have to have student loans for like decades just to pay it off fully before they fully pay off. Oh, I accidentally pressed the mute button. But anyway, from what I heard in America, from what I heard, in America, you have to work very hard and for a long time. Like uh, some people have their student loans for a decade before they pay it off. They have to work so hard. It's so hard to like earn money or like save up a good amount just so you can pay off your student loans. Cause bills are like nuts over there, apparently. From what I hear from my American friends, they're most of my American friends are online friends that I meet in various games. It's been yeah, but still, that's what I hear. That various student loans in America is very hard and takes a super long time to pay off. Medical bills too. But anyway, what was I talking about? I forgot already. Other than Fantasy Life 2, that's coming out on Switch and apparently Switch 2 soon. Oh yeah, one of my Oshis. Where she's a corpo streamer. Has a full time job during the day, and then she streams after she gets home. And yeah, she always talks about how her day job is so soul sucking that she actually works very efficiently, so she can like time steal from it. She'll finish off like her work in like a couple hours, and then she wakes up very early so she can go in early and leave earlier, hopefully. But sometimes they schedule meetings right when she's right at her regular like um leave time, so she has to do that. But usually she gets up early to avoid traffic, gets to work early, but like 6, 7, I think around from 7, I think it was. I know she's at work already at 7, based on a tweet from like a couple days ago. because she tweeted around like 7 a.m. my time. She was already at work, so and she works efficiently so that she finishes her tasks in like a couple hours, and then she does whatever the rest of the time until she goes home. And sometimes she works on her her VTuber projects on the side while at work if she has time, or like meetings or something where she can like mute and just listen in because her workplace is kind of crazy. It's 'cause some oh I guess this applies for most workplaces. Like they schedule meetings on things that could have been said through an email or you know, but instead they have meetings on it, even though could have been it could have been like addressed through an email or sent out like a mass email. So like, why waste your employees' valuable time like that, right? If the meeting topic could have been sent out through a mass corporate email, then do it, right? Instead of scheduling meetings to like discuss it. And she's very adamant, so that's why she like does other stuff sometimes if it's not like not an super important meeting and whatever discussion is about it could have been sent through an email. Yeah. She works very hard. Doesn't have a lot of hobby time anymore because she's working full time. She streams every day because she loves streaming. It's her hobby, and she honestly loves streaming. It's her way of having fun because she gets to hang out with her fan base. Because to her, it's a hobby, and yeah, it pays. Her hobby gives her lots of income, higher than her full-time corporate America job. But she loves it, and she doesn't mind streaming for her fan base. She loves it. It's her way of, taking away that mundaneness of life. If you're just like working, then going home, working, going home, working, going home, every day, almost every day, every week, you know. And she gets to be in her streaming, being a VTuber lets her creative show, right? Because VTubers, especially corporal VTubers, you have to get creative sometimes with what you can do, what you're allowed to show, and give to your fans. She's very creative. She and very goofy. She does a lot of goofy streams of like random events. She her random event streams are quite goofy because it's just a random event. It's like role playing. Well, some of the random event streams are like has a less role play aspect to it because she's like tired that day. like super tired, so she has like less energy to roleplay. But and it just becomes more like a Zatsu stream, but it's still very goofy. And we love to tease her. Her audience loves to tease her. Fan base loves to tease her about inside jokes and all that stuff. And of course, we try not to go too far with our inside jokes. Anyway, anyway, I'm so excited. Next week for Fantasy Life next week. Gonna be so fun. Anyway, I've also been playing, as I said, Hack GU last recall, the first volume. I honestly, I honestly don't remember playing the first volume before, but I had apparently I had a save file, like a completed save file, on my PC for it. Cause I definitely didn't play the first volume in high school. That's where I first played the game. Back then, I started in high school. I started that series at volume 2 and 3, and I was looking for the first volume for a long time, but I guess it was I guess it wasn't as popular here in the West, because I could never find it. I could never find it in my local um game store, so I never got to play it. And I started off from volume 2 because that's the first one. That's the first game from that series. I saw in the game store. I was like, oh, this looks interesting. I'll buy it. Then I got 3, and then of course I never played 1. Apparently I did play 1 in this remake that they had. Like I think it has been like has it been like 7 years since it came out? The remake of Hack GU. Well, it's been at least 7 years. I know that. Apparently, I played it once, but I don't remember what happens in the story. The first volume. I've been going through it again. I should get back. I should do a stream about that. I should continue my stream for that. Because I've been streaming it instead of making videos. Because it's hard to stream a JRPG. Or it's hard to make a video. It's hard to make a video for JRPG because I want to like continuously play it. And since I limit my videos to like 45 minutes or ish for videos, I try to limit it to like 45 minutes. And honestly, 45 minutes of gameplay for a JRPG, nothing much happens. Not a lot happens. Especially if you're trying to go through it slowly. If you're slowly going through it. And especially if there's like grindy elements to it. Cause like you have to level up and stuff. Yeah. And since I want to play it for like a long time, to get through the story. Cause some cutscenes are pretty long, right? So 45 minutes is not a lot of time to do a JRPG. So that's why I've been streaming it instead. So if you are interested in my streams of Hack to You Volume 1, currently Volume 1, you go check it out. Go start from the first episode of the that my first live stream of that JRPG, Hack to You Volume 1. I should also get back into streaming Deep Rock Galactic. I haven't streamed that in a while. Because lately I've been into Hack to You. There's no streaming content. Oh, and also played up. I haven't played that in a while too. And lately I've been playing Stellar. Lately I've gotten back to Stellaris because I bought a new DLC for it. It was on sale, so it was quite cheap. That's why I got back into it. Like after getting it, like some of the gameplay has changed since I last played it. Like how districts, how districts function. But basically, how the planet systems function has changed a lot. Like how population works has changed. Before it was like one. Before, like you could have a planet population of like 50 people, and that was your population. But now it's like, oh, the but now it's like, oh, the population of one planet can be like 1.5k, like 500 people, which is quite a stark difference, right? Yeah. And like how building slots are distributed for each district is now different, and how many buildings you can have is different now, and like the user interface is different, like in the planet management. Oop. Oh, I need to go to another one. Let's get some more wood. Sorry if this episode is kind of boring. It's just me grinding materials for stuff. Maybe next time I think I'll just continue grinding materials off screen instead of on screen because it's kind of boring. So many of these bots. But anyway, yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll continue grinding off screen. It's kind of boring for you to watch. But at least you now know what my plans are in this game. Or in this world. Because I have other worlds in this game. For solo. That is like solo. Like private. That I played like a long time ago. But I wanted to start fresh, you know. So our main goal, short-term goal, is to get a spot gun, and our long-term goal is to build a base, build a like a houseboat, Or not a boat, like a floating house in the the lake or ocean, whatever it is, but over there, and move out from the mechanic station and close to the farm. And that's why we're gathering so much wood for it, because I plan to make the main structure of the house, floating house out of wood. But okay. Is it called a houseboat or just like a floating house? Floating like lake house. I'll look it up later. What it's actually called. But that's what. So that's the two goals for now. As of this moment. I saw another creator create a houseboat. That's my inspiration for it. And I was like, oh, that looks nice. I'll make one. I was planning to make one like in my other world, but I never got around to it. I got too lazy. But now I'm motivated since I'm streaming or making a video. I mean, I need something to motivate me to do it. And that is our two projects. Short-term projects to get a spud gun and explore the warehouses. Long-term project is to make a floating lake house on the lake and move out of the mechanic station. Oh, I can get more trees. But anyway, I hope you had a good watch. Or I hope you had a good, I hope. I hope you had a good time watching the video, even though it's kind of boring. I'm just grinding stuff, grinding materials for the art projects. But at least you were entertained on the topics I was talking about. Hopefully. If you have any suggestions on how I can improve videos, because right now I'm just an amateur. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.